Hey, Chris House fans. This is cool. I just had a thought that came to me, and I'll share it with you in a second. This is brand new body. This is the SRT. I think it's a Challenger Hellcat. I think that's what it is. I'm pretty sure. Yeah, SRT. Yeah, look at that. Look at that. Look at that. Good. See that empty Tim Hortons cup? No roll up the wind for that person. I have ideas with it, but anyways, we won't go there. So check it out. Dodge Challenger SRT Hellcat. I think this body is just popping. I think it's great. Like even like little things, like I mean, they put a screw in the wheel, you know, which is functional. It does work. As opposed to like a nut, it's a little more low profile. I think it actually looks a little better. One idea I just had was just bear with me here. But imagine if you can open the fuel cap and you could just plug in like a banana jack, like a 4mm or 5mm plug, and actually just charge it. That'd be kind of cool. Tony's like, yeah, that's cool. I don't know. That's just whatever. But I like that, you know, it says fuel on there, and like it's nice and it's detailed. It looks pretty cool. But imagine you could just open it and just charge the battery up. You know, then we would just. Holy cow! This animal is excited. His name's Charlie, and he's a dog. He's talking to the neighbor dog outside. Got a couple mirrors here. Okay, you know, I got some reflective-ish material in there. You know, okay. We got a little sunroof up here. Pretty cool. I really love little details, and this is where Kyosho simply wins. Hashtag winning. See the lines in there? You know, that replicates the defrost lines that the car would actually have, which is really cool. Even extra detail like this little indent here, you know, and it's smoked. Obviously, you could see through it, but it's tinted. There's nothing worse than getting a freaking vehicle and all the windows are blacked out. That's so freaking annoying, okay? We got some windshield wipers here, good. And I know, obviously, they're screen printed onto the decals, but, like, these are, I don't know if any of you guys have applied big decals like this, especially on Tamiya's. Like, you know, and some of the HPIs have big window decals like this. It's really hard to get them on there without getting bubbles and stuff. And I know there's tricks for it, but what I like with this Kyosho body is it's executed perfectly. Vatera is another brand that kind of comes to mind with near perfect bodies. But, like, love the dam down there. Like, that's great. These are not clear lenses, which to me is a bit of a fail, but it looks awesome. Looks really cool. And if you're wondering why I'm spending a lot of time talking about the body, it's because it is really one of the biggest highlights of the vehicle, okay? Suspension setup is just, it's great. I mean, it's very authentic, very, you know, a lot of scale detail there. So the back end of the car is just gorgeous, you know, even with the SRT on the mini little built-in wing, which is cool. Even the little, you know, shark antenna there, very cool. Here is one gripe. And it's a very, very minor thing, but you see, I can see swirling on the roof there, okay? If this was a Traxxas product or a new Red Cat product, these things are polished up, and I'm talking, you will see none of that. That's something we have a spray called Plexus. It's a really cool product. You spray it on. It's used for like helmets, motorcycle fairings, and you can use it on all kinds of plastics. Spray it on there, buff it up, and you'll actually get that really nice shine. It's just a bit of a kind of a boob move on their end. You know, figure that out, okay, Kyosho? Like, just, you know, it's kind of a stupid oversight. But that's okay. And we've obviously got an all blacked out hood, which is really cool. But let's pop the body off and show you the goods. So, even inside, it's all backed and... Okay, so there is something I didn't actually notice. So you have... Okay, so I guess you could take off the decals in there. Sorry, I always do these videos on the fly, guys. I apologize. I don't know if there's clear lenses in behind, but it looks like it is clear, so you actually probably can put your own LEDs in there. You just might have to do a little bit of modification to the housings, which is okay. Nothing in the back, but still. And you see it's a two-piece body design. They put this in there like that, and the reason they do that is because when it comes out of the mold, it has to lift vertically up generally or come out at an angle, and they couldn't do that. But really cool, even with the exhaust details. Very cool. Okay. Sorry about that on the headlights, guys. So, okay. As far as what we've got here, I'm going to throw some brands right under the bus. I'm going to give some brands some prop, and we're going to talk about this, okay? It's got this wishbone suspension, which is really cool, okay? We really like all, you know, I really like the looks of the arbs. This is very simple vehicle. Kind of reminds me of like what Vitara does with the VTR 100, which are not selling these days. I know they came up with a couple of cool bodies. You know, Vitara's making a good product, but you know, and then I think of HPI with the E10. They knew how to make a body, and that was it. Do not get me going on that vehicle. I just... Someone's like, why did HPI not... Why did they stop making stuff? Why did they go bankrupt? Just go ahead and look at the E10, okay? And I know out there in internet land, you're going to be all butthurt by that, but there's a lot of little things. So, let's talk about... And if someone you know what, I'm not even going to go there. So, as far as the Kyosho goes, okay... Kyosho's been making models for a lot longer than a lot of other brands and a lot of other companies. And one thing they know is how to execute and make a nice finished product. And they did a very good job. And what I mean is they're making this car for a price point, but they're keeping it simple and they're using reliable parts. And one thing that Tamiya and Kyosho are both excellent for is picking really good stock motors. They've got a nice stock, you know, a standard ESC that'll handle, I believe, 2-cell all day. It is LiPo safe. But one thing that Kyosho really kills it with, their factory electronics, like I said, is really good. And we got a Dean's end on there. Like whenever I see a car that's at any price point and you got freaking, you know, a Tamiya connector on there. I don't even care if it's Tamiya who's making it. It's like, come on, just get with it. You know what I mean? So this signifies that it's a, you know, a little bit higher current handling vehicle, and you know, most likely it's going to be a little more fun to rip around. I don't know what the turns on the motor is, but it says caution hot, so I would assume that that's going to be a really good motor. You know, Tony's just giggling away in the back. Full ball bearings, front to back. Okay, very minimalist on hardware. There are some vehicles that never make it to sell in the store because I swear I look at them and there's like a million screws. Look at this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That's a dream, okay? We love this. Now, another vehicle that I think this clearly it really beats out is the Traxxas Fortec 2.0. I really wanted to like that rig. This looks easier to work on. Traxxas always has been a good product, but this is significantly cheaper and it comes with a better body. That's my own 2 cents. But here's where Kyosho really steps it up. Wheels and tires are great. The foams are great. And there's a lot of brands are paying more attention to wheels and tires. They're doing a good job. No adjustable turnbuckles, which is unfortunate, you know. So, yeah, sorry guys, you can't camber this thing out and it really doesn't have adjustable toe. But that's not really what they're going for, okay? This is where Kyosho's killing it. This radio is gorgeous. I used to actually sell these aftermarket, even though I know they're more of a stock radio, but this is a really cool radio. You have adjustable, you have throttle endpoint, steering dual rate, steering trim, throttle trim. And it's got this offset steering wheel, and that's actually more natural about how we like to hold the wheel. You know, it's unnatural to be more like you know, 90 degrees with it. It's more natural to have a bit of an angle, and it's foam too, which is great, which I throw a lot of other brands under the bus for, because like if you're just sticking plastic wheels on there, Spectrum, you know, stop that. Just stop it. Just put some foam or rubber around it. This switch here, I believe is a I actually don't know. Might be a 3rd channel, like 3-position kind of switch, which is kind of cool. But this is intended to be a 2-channel radio. The only gripe I'd give on this guy is it is a little bit bulky. It is 4 AA's, which is fine. But it's a little bulky, but it feels really excellent in the hands. Even the grip material is much better than I'm seeing on other brands. Like, it feels great. It's excellent. So this is the thing. These guys are around $300 Canadian, okay? Please don't quote me on the price, and we're talking Canadian dollars. It's a fairly straightforward vehicle. I'm not going to say it's a no-frills vehicle, but it's a fairly straightforward vehicle. Yes, you could put brushless in this, you know, usually on 2-cell all day long, which is fine. I like this. They've done a much better job on some of their later offerings and some of their earlier stuff. Like, we used to carry the Audi R8, and then they also, I think, had a Porsche. Tony, do you remember what that was? We had another Kyosho on-road car, and it kind of... Oh, the Chevelle. The Chevelle was okay, but the price point was a little too high, and I like this because you get the detail. This is very cool. You do not get a ton of adjustability, but hey, you know, you could replace these links and go with something adjustable to get some steering. Now, as far as your camber, you're going to be a little more limited there. But you even have nice little adjustable shocks. Like, it's good. They did a good job on this. This isn't getting like my, you know, a 5-star review or anything like that. But for what it is for price point, this we think it's a great vehicle, and we really like it. Kyosho did a good job on it, and we're happy to see it. We love having Kyosho stuff here. Same with Tamiya. You know, like, look at this thing. It's hot. All right, guys, post your comments below. Someone needs to get this and do that powered jack in the back. It'd be just sick. All right, guys, have a great day.